why is there such a veil of, for lack of better words, bullshit around how to make a dog walk nicely? There are so many different ways to get to the same point. Everyone's got a different style. Everyone's got a different comfort level. Some people want to give the dogs lots of information. Some people want to create an imprint that's strong enough that the dog only has one option. Sometimes we feel comfortable letting the dog do what they're going to do, and then when we don't like something, we interrupt. It might be a leash correction. We might give them food. There are 1,000 different ways to walk a dog. But why is there such a veil of mystery around how we're getting there? Nobody wants to talk about it because then you might lose some clients. There might be some people that don't like the way that you do things. And unfortunately, that's not helping dogs get what they need. Scrappy and Franny in the back there, I don't have to do anything to get them to walk like that. They just do. That's just naturally who they are. Luna takes a lot more. She is a working Malinois. She has a lot of drive and energy. She is completely different than the rest of my pack. Some days she'll just walk behind me, just because. Some days I have to ask her to do that. Some days I have to really work with her to be soft and gentle on the leash. Depends on what type of walk I'm doing that day. But I think something we really need to get in the practice of is showing our work. We're so busy trying not to alienate anybody, trying to get everybody to like us or to be open to our message by BSing around what techniques we're using. Some days I might use a walking stick and own my space in front of me by tapping it on the ground or just moving it out in front of me. Some days I might use my hat and slap it on my leg because someone's being really pushy and I don't want to physically address them, so I emotionally address them. Some days I just tug on the leash. Some days I just turn and my pack pays attention. It really depends. And as trainers, it's your responsibility to be extremely well versed in all the different types of techniques. Everybody's going to have a comfort zone. Everyone's going to have things that they like. Not offering all of those things to each of your dogs and to each of your clients is so limiting. We tend to, as trainers and handlers, get locked into like one thing that we really like. And it doesn't help the clients, especially if you're showing them something that they don't like, that they don't believe in, and it doesn't work. Dogs are not robots. It's not just like a formula and you plug it in and every dog is the same. Every dog needs something different. Like every dog in this pack is an individual, has different experiences, comes from different homes, have different feelings about things. It's your responsibility to figure that out, but also it's your responsibility to show how you're getting there. There's just way too much mystery at this point. With how much information is out there, I think we all need to show a bit of transparency in how we're creating this type of walk and this type of dynamic. Some people want their dog to always have a positive experience, and that works great for some dogs. Some dogs don't benefit from that at all. If you're someone who's had a lot of positive reinforcement training and you're still struggling with things like reactivity, etc., there's probably some relationship changes you need to make. But there's also sometimes some really simple things like using a slip lead. That makes a huge difference. But I don't understand why we're not talking about this stuff. It's like, I don't know if because people are making money off the information and so they want you to come to them, that they don't spread it widespread, or they're worried about how someone might take it in. But it's really unfair at this point with all the information we have, all the technology, all the ways to spread the message, that we're not being more transparent about what we're doing. And I challenge you, if you're somebody who walks a pack, walks dogs, have a little bit of transparency. Show a little bit more of your work. It's like when you're in school. When you do a math problem, if you don't show your work on the test, you don't get the points for the answer because that's cheating. Most likely, you did not do it. And so I feel like there's a little bit of this air of we're cheating when we're working these dogs and we're not showing what we're doing to get there. It's very easy to show the finished product, to show the picture, to show the walk when everything is going fine, not show the moments where things are not so great, where we have to put in some work, where it may not look as pretty. And I think we owe it to people to start sharing that and to really start getting there. That's what's going to help more dogs and allow people the choice to choose. If they don't like it, don't use that person. If you think it's amazing, learn all about it and really learn why you're doing what you're doing. But this veil of mystery, it's got to go. And I'm trying to take a bit of a stand here. It takes some vulnerability to say, this is who I am and this is what I stand behind. And I really want to let people know what's going on behind the scenes. Everyone's got a little something different. If you're doing something that you might think could be misinterpreted by other people, don't do it. If you're doing something that makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to show it on film, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Or you need to be willing to give the information paired up with the visuals so that things don't get taken out of context so people have a better understanding. But no more just showing the finished product, no more just showing the end result. Let's really get in there and show what we're doing so we can help more dogs.